we'll just head out here and find warmer temperatures. Look at this, guys. It's like green. Everybody see that? That is excitement because we are on a venture today. Right, guys? We are going to, well, the first goal is to leave 19-degree air and find 60-degree air. We're going to head from the east side of the Cascades here in Klamath Falls over to the west side of the Cascades. Wow, it's pretty. This is the Great Meadow Recreation Area, and normally it would be a winter recreation area that would be just buzzing with snowmobiles, cross-country skiers. It's just the snow is so low, and it's not like the snow has melted away. It's more like evaporated away because it has been dry for the last month plus since we've had our last snow, and that's what happens. We're on the east side of the Cascade Mountains, Cascade being represented by peaks like Mount McLaughlin over there, and we've got Brown Mountain here. Mountain Lakes is right behind us in the sun. So we're over the summit, and yeah, temperatures are going up, 25 and climbing. And hey, we made it to our destination. We're at the trailhead on Worthington Road, and I sent the drone up so we could get an idea where we are in relation to Mount McLaughlin. We are now on the west side. Look at this, guys. It's like green. Look at, they just love it. Come here, Russ, over here, this way. Look at that. There's green, there's dirt, there's mud. Oh, this is gonna be so much fun. And look at that blue sky. It's gorgeous. Going along the hill up here, just kind of going on, and I got my first little bit. It's just a little bit, but it is petrified wood. It's got very distinct grain. It'd be nice to find a little more of that, some pieces that I could actually cut into something, but hey, it's a start. Got the hound rockhounds helping me out. What you got in there? Did you find anything good? Any of these rocks, anything good? What's this here? Kind of looks like some tuff. Okay. Well, why don't you guys dig in some places that's more fruitful? Huh? Can you dig in some places that's more fruitful? Look at that big hole up there, guys. Somebody's already been here digging for us. And I'd say it's a critter. What's this right here? Just some more tuff. Chalky white stuff. All right, I'm not seeing any treasures here, Russ. So let's keep moving, okay? Ruby says, no, there's a treasure here. I'm sure of it. It's easy to go up hills when you're looking at the ground looking for treasures. And look at these treasures. Starting to have a little bit of competition here with ground cover, but look at them. They're pretty cool, huh? People down on the road across the way shooting. Probably shooting into a bank. We'll hope they are. And they're not shooting our direction. Came across this, more of this tuff. But that looks like a piece of petrified wood, almost like a big log of it. It's pretty checked. Perhaps because it's been burnt, but it's extremely heavy. So that would tell me it's pretty solid. And if there's any good color to it, that might be a pretty awesome display piece. They're just sitting there like it was on display already. That's pretty amazing. Oh, wow. grain in there is just gorgeous. Hey Ruby, you better get back up here. Come on. All right, there's that nice little piece I just found. Little big piece I just found, probably weighs 20 pounds. Probably about my limit for pet wood for Oregon. Looking up here and I'm seeing stuff jutting out of the ground on odd angles, so we're gonna go up and see what's up here. Looks like tough. Who knows? Oh, look at that. Let me see here. No, it's just tough. But this is what I saw coming out on an angle. What is it? Oh, it's just another tough blow. Well, I'm not going to complain. I've got a really nice piece of petrified wood. Now, being it's right down there, this right here, which is actually the bottom side of the road cut that used to go up here, which is now the hiking path, maybe that piece rolled down from right up here. Right. So I did come up straight above and I did find a little bit here and I smacked it with a hammer. That's definitely petrified wood, but it's pretty fractured. I just tapped it with my hammer and it broke into 3 pieces. So with the piece I already have, we'll just let those ones stay there. Straight above that bigger piece that I found earlier, I got this crazy looking thing sitting in here. I have no idea. It's sitting on the surface, so it's probably float. Yeah, it is. But it is. It's got some pretty crazy looking end grain there. And that definitely has the sparkle of silica. It definitely looks fractured, but that it might polish up nice. And then there are some, looks like some lines of chalcedony in there. So let's spray this one off and see what it looks like. It definitely looks better than that last one. Oh, that's got some wild grain. Probably when grain's crazy like that, it probably comes from the base of the tree or bush. Okay. Oops, sorry, I wasn't filming me. I'm not filming anything. There's no film in this thing. All right, get out of there. You guys stay here. This is the weathered side. And you can see it does have some checks in it. But that's actually a decent piece. So we're going to bring it along. I want to just leave nothing else. I want to grind off that end and just see what it does. So we're just walking along. We're going to pick up the road and go down because I loaded that big piece in my pack and it's heavy. It's not Mam Lambo type heavy, but I was looking down and picking up pieces here and there and I saw this one and I went to move it and it didn't move very well. Would you get out of the way, Russ? I'm going to pull it up and see. Oh, by the way, I wanted to show you. Isn't that something beautiful? That is so nice. This is the inaugural trip for this new S-Wing rock hammer that I got from my kids for my birthday. Yeah, they know how to make their dad happy and grandpa. Anyway, we're gonna put it to use right now and see. Oh, it's not that big. Whoa, stop it, Russ. Get it. There it goes. Let's catch it. I guess it was just the ground suction was just holding it a little bit. Let's see, but I like the look of it. Definitely grainy and solid. Yeah, look, this is the bottom. There's the sparkly top. And then there's the side grain. Look, side grain, that looks like that's what weathered. That was probably sitting up like that. And got some burning and some freezing. But the rest of it, that looks very solid. There might be a crack going right through the middle, but that's probably a 2-pound piece of pet wood, very dense, and that means good things. That'll be fun. That will slice into quite a few cabochons. Ha, nice. Imagine this was quite a beautifully forested area. A couple of years ago, before the fire came through, you can see with the tall pines, they're dead. A lot of them are down. Same with these various. Looks like got an oak here. Some looks like madrone down there. Taking a break here because I'm hauling my massive piece of petrified wood. Nearly Mam Lambo size. Not even close. That guy hauls like 100-pound pieces of rock with bone in it. I'm just hauling a little piece of fossilized tree. I don't know what kind of tree. I'll have to look at the grain. It's pretty I don't know, distinct grain, so it wouldn't be a softwood. It would be a deciduous hardwood of some kind. Maybe I see oak around here, so maybe an oak. But I'll see if I can figure that out when I grind it smooth and polish it off and give me some hints. We'll see. I'm just very thankful to the Rogue Rockhound. The amount of area up here to hike and explore is pretty amazing. It's one of the amazing things that we get to do living where we live here in the United States and in the West Coast, where you have all this BLM land. Rusty, come here. Let me see your face. Come here, up here. Look at this. Wait. That is solid seeds. Look at those seeds. Ruby's even worse with her long hair. Hey, there's the troublemaker. Look at those. They'll come out pretty easy. And we'll have to check you for buggies too. Make sure you guys didn't get into anything up here that wants to dig into your flesh. But we'll comb you through. Look at those seeds, Ruby. Can't shake them out, can you? All right, we'll go back to the truck and show you what we found. Maybe we'll have some time today to grind them a little bit. Maybe even cut that one piece into some slabs. I don't know. It's nice over here. I think we're over 45, I think, but it's getting warm pretty quick, but I'm not sure it's going to be that warm back home. We'll see. The sun is nice. I'll take the sun. All right. I better get these guys back before they got no visible fur because of all the seeds they're picking up along the way. But look at those guys. They're just having a ball, aren't they? You guys are just having a ball. Chewing on grass, peeing on bushes, digging in holes, looking for rocks, looking for critters. Did you guys find any critters, Russ? Ruby, did you find any critters? Did you eat garbage off the ground? You probably did. The hunt would have gone on, but when you find one like this and you can't leave it behind, then it fills up what you can haul. And it just fit perfectly inside my backpack. That's gonna be a nice piece. Ruby's like, that's too much. But as much flat as there are in here, I could take and do some highlights on here, some grinding. Take a little bit off the top and round this in, smooth this out with the grinder. Put a nice flat base on it. It'll stand up about like that. It won't take too much to put a base on it. Ruby, would you get your hair out of the camera? Thank you. And that could be a pretty awesome display piece. Okay, you got it. It's standing, and I think it's just about what I would like. Well, I'll keep going on it. Here's our cut pieces. I'm going to open them up. Here's first that smallest piece. And cutting these open, learned a few things. Let's see here if we can get it. Stuff is very dense, but I don't see a lot of chalcedony, agate, anything translucent in them. But I believe, as hard as it was to cut, that they will polish up really nice, and then you'll start to see some of that grain. I didn't cut any lengthways because I really liked the way the end grain went. But anyway, that was the smaller of the pieces that I found. This one actually broke into several pieces, which shows, you can see here there's checking. It's interesting though. It's light colored, but then you have and then you put this on it, and the water on it is darker. This one, though, can really see the rings. Basically, that would be the rings of the tree. And what's very interesting about it is I don't think it's on much of an angle because the grain goes right there. It's pretty much up and down. But it's very mixed up in its growth patterns. I suppose it's something that could have happened after the tree was down and before the silicon came in and fossilized it, but that's pretty cool. There's the bigger piece, and this will make some nice slabs, but I don't think they're going to be something that I can make nice. Still a little wet in there from cutting. I still don't think it's going to make very nice cabochons, so I didn't keep slabbing them, but I do like the specimen, and if it does polish up the way I think it will, because it's so heavy and dense, I think it'll look really neat as a specimen. This one is just naturally wants to sit up, so I thought, hey, we'll just leave it that way, set it up. This one here is big enough I could not only polish that flat end grain, I could do a little bit of touch up on the outside, but that rustic on the outside, I really like that. Okay, now here's the big one. Put it back in. Now I did weigh this thing. I'll have to back up a little bit. I did weigh this thing, and it was just under 18 pounds. Just under 18 pounds. So it is solid. Not 20 pounds like I thought, just 18, but I can't imagine hauling much heavier out of there. And so I started to grind down a little bit. This is only so far ground with, did a little bit of a diamond disc, hard disc, to get some of the shape, and then I started to go over it with, look at that. Started to go over it with the 50s soft pad on my grinder. That, I believe, is going to be a cool specimen. So I will keep doing this. I will keep grinding on it with the 50 and bring some of this around. I started on the top here, and that I really like the way that looks. I'll go a little more. I want to leave a lot of this rough in there. I'll leave this over here. I stabilize this a little bit. The back came out even smoother, and actually you can see more grain. I call it the back just because it's flat and not as interesting, but look at that. It looks like a piece of wood. Now there's some of this gray in here, I don't know, but I don't know if you can get, yeah, you can get the detail. That polishes, that's gonna be so amazing. And of course I did cut it so it would stand up as I showed you earlier. Now this one did have a little bit more of kind of a chalcedony, but it's kind of hard to tell till you grind it. As you grind it, the lighter stuff goes away and the darker stuff shows up. And so there you go. Well, that was a lot of fun. I probably only ground on it for about an hour, which for this kind of a piece isn't that bad. because it wasn't that rough. But there again, I'll leave some of that rough in there. That looks exactly like a piece of dry rot in wood, but there's no more wood there. It's this one here too, and this just looks like the place where it just snapped. I think this is going to be a really neat specimen. We went up there with some ideas from the Rogue Rockhound, and there was actually quite a few people there by the time I left. I met some other rockhounds there. Learned that there's a lot more up there than petrified wood. You just gotta walk further. Hope you enjoyed this little venture with us, and it is our hope that the Lord will bless you. Bye-bye.